God hates this sin. 10 Bible verses that warn against oppressing the poor. 1. Proverbs chapter 14:31. Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their Maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. God sees how we treat the poor. When we show kindness and compassion, we honor Him, but when we oppress them, we disrespect the Creator Himself. 2. Proverbs chapter 22:23. Do not exploit the poor because they are poor, and do not crush the needy in court, for the Lord will take up the case and will exact life for life. God defends the poor and stands against injustice. Those who take advantage of the vulnerable will ultimately face God's judgment. 3. Isaiah chapter 10:1-2. Woe to those who make unjust laws, depriving the poor of their rights and withholding justice from the oppressed. God condemns systems and leaders who create unfair laws that harm the poor. Justice is a value that God deeply cares about. 4. Zechariah chapter 7:10. Do not oppress the widow or the fatherless, the foreigner or the poor. God commands His people to protect the vulnerable. True righteousness includes defending those who cannot defend themselves. 5. Amos chapter 5:11-12. You levy a straw tax on the poor, for I know how many are your offenses and how great your sins. God sees corruption and exploitation. Wealth gained through injustice will never escape His attention. 6. Psalm chapter 82:3-4. Defend the weak and the fatherless, uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. God calls believers not just to avoid oppression but to actively defend and stand up for those who are suffering. 7. Jeremiah chapter 22:3. Do what is just and right. Rescue from the hand of the oppressor the one who has been robbed. God expects His people to fight injustice and protect victims. Faith must be reflected in actions of justice and mercy. 8. James chapter 5:4. Look, the wages you failed to pay the workers are crying out against you. God hears the cries of exploited workers. Unfair treatment and withholding wages are serious sins in God's eyes. 9. Proverbs chapter 28:27. Those who give to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to them receive many curses. Generosity toward the poor brings blessing, but ignoring their needs leads to spiritual consequences. 10. Ezekiel chapter 22:29. The people of the land practice extortion and commit robbery, they oppress the poor and needy. God condemns societies where injustice becomes normal. A righteous community must protect the poor and pursue justice.